welcome back to another video here today from My Small Figures. In this video today, this is a video I've actually been planning on making for a very long time now. We have got a tier list of WWE Elite 101 from Elite 107, which is the current set of Elite figures, which is out right now. I have all of these figures that were going to be included in this video, except for a few out of Elite 107, which I do plan on getting, I do plan on buying this week actually, because they're finally in stock. So there's going to be an unboxing at the end of the week. But for today's video, we're going to be going for this tier list of all of these Elite figures. The categories we have for our tier list are best, great, good, okay, and bad. I actually don't think any of these figures are that bad, but if there's a figure where I don't think it's absolute best, it may end up going in bad. Here's a quick look of the different figures which we're going to be ranking in the tier list. For the Solo Sikoa, he will be in it twice because there's one from Elite 102. What is it? I think it's Elite 103, Elite 102 maybe. I don't know. I can't really remember this series, but I have a lot of figures from the set. But there's that one, and then there's one of the Elite 107 set as well. So we're going to be ranking both of them, of course. So yeah, let's start with the first figure. You know what? The first figure, we'll go for this Drew McIntyre, and in my opinion, this figure is gonna go at best. I love this figure. I think it's actually one of the best McIntyres they've made. It is from Clash of the Castle. The attire is from Clash of the Castle. I was there at Clash of the Castle rooting for Drew McIntyre, so that is definitely one reason I would say why I do put this in the best tier, because I was actually there. So to have this figure is so cool. But also I just love the figure, and I think it works so well for McIntyre, for pictures, for a setup, for a prediction video, for whatever you want to use it for. An amazing McIntyre, in my opinion. Next figure we have is Austin Theory. A lot of people do not like this figure. Because of the head scan. It has that really goofy head scan on it, that really wacky, goofy expression on it, which a lot of people just did not like. And I don't mind it. You can change it for other head scans, but I don't even mind the head scans on it, honestly. I think they should have gave one goofy, crazy expression and one normal. But in my opinion, the attire on this figure is just fantastic. Here's a look at the figure. The attire on this thing is great. I love the phone. I thought this time period for Austin Theory was very good. So honestly, I love the Captain America ring gear. That is going in great for me. Roman Reigns, easily in the best tier. It's a solid, great Roman Reigns Elite in my opinion. You get the Universal Championship with it. You get the Ula Falls. You get the one hand. You got a good head scan with it. I think that this is a solid Roman Reigns figure. If there's a Roman Reigns figure out there that it's an Elite figure, not an Ultimate, I would say get this one, because I think it's the best Elite Roman for a current day Roman Reigns. The next figure we have is this Liv Morgan Money in the Bank figure. It comes with the Money in the Bank briefcase and the SmackDown Women's Championship. You gotta get straight to the point with this one. It's good. I'm not the biggest women's collector. I don't collect a lot of the women's figures, but I do have this one, which is a very cool figure for the moment, but in my opinion it just gets good for me. The next figure we have is Sami Zayn. I love this figure. It comes with the mousetrap. It has that crazy wacky expression, and it actually does not come with any like a t-shirt or like a jacket or anything like that. I did add on a t-shirt and a jacket to it, and it looks so much better now. And it's definitely a great figure, and I think it goes so well with the Johnny Knoxville, because of course it is from the Johnny Knoxville match. If I had to rank this figure, I'm honestly going to put it in best, because I think it is one of those figures where it's so unique. Like, it comes with a mousetrap, the head scan's amazing on it. I think it's a great Sami Zayn. I like the attire as well, just the full black, the Sami Zayn forever, and then the little logo on the side. Great figure. There's another great Sami out right now, Elite 106. I haven't got that one yet. I don't know if I will. Maybe when it goes down in price, I'll pick it up. We got AJ Styles from the same set as the Drew. I like this figure. Great. Let me zoom into it. Great figure. Head scan great. Red ring gear great. The two sweet hands. I love that. I think that's sick. You can do the phenomenal logo with the gloves. That's great. Great for pictures. Great for setups. Great for all that stuff. This is actually a phenomenal figure in my opinion. The t-shirt though is just terrible. That's where this figure goes wrong. The t-shirt in my opinion is I'm gonna put it right next to this Austin Theory actually in great. The t-shirt in my opinion should not have been rubber, should have been cloth, and this could have been in the best tier. Next figure we have Dakota Kai. Straight to the point, good figure. Yet again, the figure itself is really good, but it doesn't come with much. It comes with a microphone and two interchangeable hands. So, in my opinion, if you're paying full price for it, if you are paying the full price for it, you're gonna be paying like 25, 30 around that for it. So I think it is probably not the best. I'm gonna be honest. It's a good figure though. Next figure we have Johnny Gargano. This is an amazing figure. The head scan is good. On some it looks better because it has a bit of a what would I say, like it's a smiling expression, so they're not always gonna get it right. So sometimes they can get these kind of face expressions right. Sometimes they can't. I think in this one they did a good job of it. The ring gear is really cool. I love the ring gear. I love the look of the ring gear. Very cool ring gear. The head scan, good. The jacket, good. The legs, like the legs on the figure are like really. If you have this figure and you collect figures, you know what I mean. They are like really small. So I'm gonna have to put this one in. I'm gonna put it top of good because I think Johnny Gargano isn't like the most hyped up guy anyways. Like I'm not really gonna be like as excited to get like Johnny Gargano over someone like, let's say like I don't know, like a figure I've been after for a while is Logan Paul because they've never made a figure of Logan. They've never had any elite Logan Paul. They had the Ultimate that sold out very fast. It's gonna be a hot figure. It's Logan Paul. You know he's big in WWE or like Roman Reigns. Let's say right. Carmelo Hayes next. Gonna be completely honest. Good figure. Jacket's cool. Glasses cool. Head scan is terrible in my opinion. Not terrible, but like, just bring it in, zoom it in for a minute. It doesn't actually look exactly like Carmelo Hayes. He's a newer guy as well. So, I don't know how much this one's going to be sound, but he is on SmackDown. He hasn't appeared in a very long time. I think he's been on NXT recently. Overall, good figure. I'm going to put it right next to where the Johnny Gargano is. Io Sky, I'm going to put it top of good. This Jey Uso, I'm going to put this, honestly, I'm going to put this in great. I'm going to put this in great for now. We will do the Jimmy Uso next. I think the Jimmy Uso is a better figure than the Jey. It comes with the Ulafalas. It comes with the different interchangeable hair, which is a cool feature. And overall, in my opinion, I just think this figure is better than the Jey. So I'm going to put the Jimmy in best, and then I'm going to put the Jey in great, and I'm probably going to, you know what, I'm going to switch this, and I'm going to put that as that. That's what we're going to do for that. Rhea Ripley. Good women's figure, really good figure, but she's like, if you have this figure again, that kind of a thing. She's like kind of like bigger than this, right? She's a bit more built than this figure than what it is. So for that, I'm gonna have to put it in. I'm gonna put it right about. I'm gonna put it like there, in good, middle good. Johnny Knoxville, best. This is a unique figure. They're never gonna make anything like this Johnny Knoxville figure again, so that is in best. And I love the Jackass movies, so that is going in best. I think this is like one of these figures where they're never really gonna make again. Really quickly, we will move on though. Grayson Waller, I love this figure. This is gonna go in the best category. I'm gonna rank all these, like fix these up later. Angelo Dawkins. Where would I put this? This is better than his last figure. I'm gonna put it ahead of Austin Theory. I don't think it's in best. I think it's a good attire. But I think the way that they released it and then the attire was outdated. You know what? Let's do Montez next. We can put him. We'll just put him like right next to him because I think both of those figures are on par with each other. But you do get more with the Montez Ford, so that probably just slightly make that figure better. Gunther, best. I love that figure. Great figure. Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna put this. It's a good figure, but it doesn't come with any jacket or anything like that. So I'm gonna put it there. Great. I think that they can make better Codys than this. Kevin Owens. I love this figure. I love the way it's a 2-in-1 thing. I think that's great. I think they should continue doing this. Ricochet. I think this figure is good, but I think the best thing and the most use I've actually got out of this figure is the title itself. I don't really use this figure for that many things other than like, oh, you know what, you'd use it in a setup, you'd use it in a Royal Rumble match, maybe a different match for different things, pictures. Kind of don't, like Ricochet's not on TV a lot, so I don't know, maybe it's a bit flat. Like the hype for this figure isn't the greatest. The attire is good. I do like the figure though. You know what? We'll put it in. I think it should be ahead of the Carmelo Hayes and the Rhea Ripley. So you know what? We'll put it here. That EO is definitely one of the best women's figures. Bobby Lashley, Bibby. Really quickly, I'm gonna put him in. I think he's probably about there. I think he's ahead of that Austin Theory. But yeah, the next figure we got is Mr. America. I got this figure in London over at the wrestling shop, and I love this figure. It is a very unique Hulk Hogan. It is it's one Hulk Hogan that is not like the others. Like it's Mr. America. They've never made another Mr. America figure, I think, anyways, before. So if I was to put this somewhere, I'm gonna have to put it I'm going to put it right about here, because I think it's better than the Cody, the Bobby, and the Austin. I think it's a very, very cool figure. Next up, we got the Chase Braun Breaker. This comes with the NXT title. The attire is very colorful. Good head scan. I love this figure. I think it's a great Chase. I don't have the regular version. I only have the Chase. So if I was to end up putting this here, I'm going to put it here in great. Good figure. Dominic Mysterio. A lot of people love this figure. I think it's a great figure. I think the shirt is good. The attire is good. Head scan, not the best. Probably growing on me now over time. I think it's better than what I first got. Like when I first got it, I was like, hey, this isn't the best head scan. Bit too small. Dom has a bit bigger of a face, I think. The legs are a bit skinny as well. That's kind of annoying for like posing and different things like that. Like, I don't know, the legs, a bit annoying. Overall, good figure. The mullet is too short from what it is now as well, so definitely brings it down a bit. But I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it probably. I'm gonna bring this. No, we can keep that great. You know what? I'll put this Dominic. I'm gonna put it like here for now. We might change this. The last figure we have is Solo Sikoa. Okay, where would I put this figure? I love this figure, but the torso is way too small. So I'm going to put it in the great tier. The new one would definitely be in the best, but I don't have that yet. So I'm going to put this Solo. I'm going to put this Solo about... Gotta really quickly do this. I'm going to put it about here. Maybe ahead of the Bobby. I don't know. But I think the Bobby's a better figure. But I think I was just very... more hype around this Solo. Like, I was very excited to get it because I've never had a Solo so-called figure before. It was his first ever figure. So that is probably why this figure is where it is. If it was like his second figure, it wasn't his first figure, then this figure would nowhere near be here because... the towel is meant to be black, and then he's way too small. He should be way bigger than this in the figure. I think it's just a terrible, like, the torso is terrible. The legs are a bit too skinny as well. So there are different things that I can nitpick about that figure. There's different gripes I'd have about it. But overall, here's what the tier list looks like right now. I'm going to fix it up a little bit. There might be some areas I want to fix up, so I'm going to do that now. One thing that I actually did just notice is we never put Chad Gable on this list. Chad Gable is not ranked in this list, and that's crazy to me because I absolutely love that figure. So I want to add the Chad into it. At the end I'll do this, but I moved it up. I moved the things a little bit. I'm gonna add the J really quickly I'm going to put this in the top tier, but I'm going to put it below all the other figures. And then other than that, I don't really think I want to change anything. But really quickly, if I had to put this Otis, this is being ranked as the Chad Gable, not the Otis figure. Just for a second, we're doing this. I'm going to put this Otis right, this Chad Gable, sorry, right about, I love this figure, I love this Chad Gable, so I'm going to put it like there. For the Chad Gable. That's not the Otis, that's Chad. Alright, so I did add in the Chad Gable figure. You know what, we'll really quickly change this so no one's confused. That's where I would rank the Chad Gable. This was the full WWE Elite 101 to Elite 107 tier list. If you do want to go over and do this tier list, I'll actually put a link to the tier list if you want to do it for yourself, or just look up WWE Elite 101, 100 to 107 tier list maker, and it should come up. So yeah, make sure to search this up if you want to do this tier list for yourself. Thank you all for watching the video. Comment down below what you thought of the list. Comment down below if you wanted to see more of these kind of videos, because I've done some in the past, but I actually haven't done any very recent. I did ones on like theme songs and Universal Champions years ago, and the videos were never the best. So comment down below if you want to see me do more of these. Make sure to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. My Figures out.